Hey guys, Minelab Gold here. So we're back out in the bush again at the same spot that I was last time. For those who haven't watched that last video, make sure you head over and watch the last video before this one. And today it's very windy, so what we have to make sure of is safety. Make sure there's no dead branches up in any trees while we're detecting, and always keep your eye out, because when we're detecting we've got the headphones on or we're full concentration. So as you can see, all the branches in this area that have fallen down, something like that coming down and hitting you, so always make sure of your surroundings when you first come to a spot, and always throughout the day, even if you're detecting with someone else, because generally when you're detecting with someone else you've got to be a fair distance away from them. Anyway, we'll get into it. What I'm going to do is just have a little bit of a walk around and have a look at the grounds and show you guys. For those who don't want to watch this, just skip past to the digs. I'll put in a marker so you know where the digs are, and that way you can just skip to that marker if you want. So what we've got just down here, so we've got a hole here, square hole, and you can see there's multi-layered. So we've had different based on weather cycles. So you've got the water coming in, washing the alluvials, and then it changes over time and it builds up that layer, and then it dumps a whole new layer of alluvials on top. So you can see that just there, down in that one. And this one here is a very shallow hole, and you can see all the gravels just in there. So sometimes as well that might appear like a shallow hole, but that could just be a false bottom on that one. So never ever get in these unless you really know what's on the bottom. And if you're working in areas where it's big deep reef stuff, just be very careful. And there's another one just here, so we can see the top material. That's the stuff they've pulled out of the hole, just on top there. And then as we go down we can see that clay layer, and the gravel's not far down, maybe a foot, I'd say a foot of gravel's on that. And then we've got that really older layer down the very bottom. So what I'll do is just go for a walk up this way. I actually was going to start filming up the top there, but because it was so windy I walked down the bottom to start filming. Okay, so as we come up here you can see it shallows out, and we've got some shallow workings as well. You can see all the gravels just there that they've pulled up, and you can see that there. And then we continue up here a little bit further, gets a lot more shallower, and you can see a red clay just in there. Just down through there. Okay, so we'll go for a walk over this way. I'll just show you guys. So I'm not sure if you can see it. We'll go for a walk up. So we've got over there is a gully that comes running in, just a real small one. And then another one that runs just up that way. And then there's another one just running this way. So it's basically three coming into one point. And then just where we were down here, I'll take you guys back down. Okay, so you can see just here, we've got this hole here, and it's worked down that way. And you can see the gravel and the quartz and all the different materials, some sedimentary, some metamorphic rocks in there as well. And you can see the work that's gone on just in this little section. Yeah, we've got this line that runs down, it goes up that way, you've got that dirt piled up there, and then it comes running back in and around, and you've got the main gully on that side. Also, we've got some white pipe clay just below us. I'll just cut through here and down through this way. shit. That was lucky. Alright, that would have been a funny one if I had slipped over. I wouldn't have cut it out, that's for sure. Okay, so we've got some more here. You can see that layer over there. You've got white clay. White clay just in there. Okay, we'll come back out on that. And then we'll go over this way. And you can see that little part that's just taken out there. Some white clay, some big quartz. We'll come back this way. And then you've got that section there that's been worked up in there. And that's definitely not a gully. So that's definitely a worked out spot. And as we come around, you can see the gully goes up there. But I think I was explaining it last time, or I sent a couple of messages to some people, some comments, how the bends down here, real twisty bends. So it shoots that way and then that way, and then the one that's coming in there. And then I'll just swing around not too fast. And then this is that other part where the direction comes across this way, and then it switches again and then switches again. So further down there, that's where that big flat surfaced section was. But I just wanted to come up to look for some more shallow grounds, and this is definitely a little bit more shallower. And the way the hills run in as well, with the elevation on all hills on all sides. So the hill on this side, the gullies that are coming in, then the one on this side and the one on that side. Just the way the contour of the ground is. This, just in this section here, it sort of comes down a little bit quick, and then right through here it just plateaus, so it just flattens out with those bends, which makes it really, really interesting for us on the detector. So we'll go over this way. So you can see up there now what I was talking about. Hopefully you can see up there that small gully runs up, and then a little bit of a one that goes up that way, and then this part here as well. You can see the hills, or the ground runs down, and there's sort of like a shallow type gully here, which is really good. Now, as we continue up here a little bit further, it's just something that I was looking for based on the geological significance. It's a certain material. So you can see some just here, that sedimentary stuff just there. That's the stuff I was looking for when I came out. So and this here, I've got some more sitting on the ground there, just there. So yeah, based on the area that I'm from in this region, that's the sort of stuff that I was looking for when I came out. So yeah, very good. Anyway, I'm going to get into it. I'll get the detector going, and actually before I do, I had a request from Robert in one of the comments asking when I find the targets in the ground if I can do a cross pattern, so centralise the target and then show you guys, or just keep doing it. I'm not sure whether he meant do it on every dig, or got some kangaroo poo there, but I'll just use this rock, not that kangaroo poo. So we've got that rock there. I'll do it with the targets anyway, but when you're coming across with the monocoil, when you hit it, so you mark your line that way, then you turn on the 90, come into it this way, and then when you hit it, so you've got to cross, so you know exactly where that target is. Now if that's a deep target with a monocoil, it's not so much going to be on the edge of the coil because of the way the search pattern runs into the ground. So whereas a double D will go more square into the ground, the mono will get a little bit deeper, but it's a bit more of a cone type shape, where it comes down a little bit deeper at the bottom and then comes up. So that's a deeper target. It'll be more noticeable in the center of the coil. So I used to do it in the early days with the double decoil, come into it, find the target, and then come this way, put the X, and then I'll dig the target out, and then I'll divide my pile up into 4, and then maybe divide that pile up into 4 as well. But I just got away from doing that. Everyone has their own different strategies and techniques. So yeah, I'll definitely do that once I get the detector going. And I had another request from a fella named Mark. I'll link these guys in, oh, actually no, I won't link them in there. I'll just mention their first name. Had another request from a guy named Mark, and he asked if I could put the weights of the gold in the videos. I was doing it on most of the gold finds, but it's sort of, I don't really want to do it on, maybe if there's just one piece found or a sub-grammer or something like that. Let me know if you guys want me to put the weights on the gold, no matter what size it is that I find. Just put it in the comments and just say, yeah, you would love to see the weights in each find, even if it is a sub-gram. That way I'll do it for you guys. Just one more thing is, I've got a subscriber. His channel's name is Will Detect, and his name's Marty. So I'll leave his details in the description. Give him a shot, check his stuff out, and hit that subscribe button on his channel. So I'll leave his details in the description below, like I said. Anyway guys, I'm going to get into it, start detecting and see what we can find in this area. Hopefully we get something out. If not, it's no problem at all. It's just good to be out here, and hopefully we can just get some sort of targets. Even if it's lead, junk, gold, doesn't matter, as long as we find something. Hey guys, we've come across a target here. I'll plug in the external and give you guys a listen. What I'll do is I'll come into the target from the front with the coil, and then because of the way the ground runs, there's a hole there, and then this branch just here, I sort of can't get around that way, so I'll use the left hand side of the coil and come into it from that way to give you an X on the target. Okay, so just watch the Coiltek sticker. So just the front of the coil, and then we'll come into it. Okay, so that's, as soon as we hit that target, that's pretty much under the Coiltek sticker. Now I'll come in from this way. So we're looking at about here. Let me just mark that a bit. So you can see that X on the ground. Rolling downhill. Okay, so that's out now, guys. So you can see that we've only taken a very small amount out, and it's somewhere in there. Some targets get a bit tricky because if you're not overlapping your coil, sometimes you'll hit it with the back of the coil and you think it's at the front. Anyway. Okay, so it's definitely not, I'll sit you guys back here, it's definitely not in the big ones. Sounds like just here. That's gold, guys. Oh, how's that? Third target. That's unreal. It just gave us that really nice response, not super shallow. Oh, that's good. That's real good. I was not expecting that. I was just expecting a buckshot, like we always do. Oh, that's pretty cool. Very good. There it is. Oh, that's good. We'll give it a bit of a clean. Oh, that's a pretty funky little piece. That's good. I can't wait to get that under the loop. It's going to look really good. Just trying to get flip it over so you can see the back of it. Oh, that's good. It's only a small piece, but geez, it's real yellow, real bright. Need the macro lens for that one. Oh, that was good. Just in that, it's like a clay mixed with the gravels. Just in between that stuff. Whoa. They must have found a little bit just here and just here. So we're not far off the gully. There's the gully there. And that's that line that I was telling you guys about before. We've got that other one that runs in just here, and then that other one that runs up there. So we're working about, before it starts to flatten out at the top, it's roughly about, I don't know, a quarter of the way, about a third maybe, a third of the way up. So very good. Alright, I'll just keep going and see what else we can get. That's good, that's number one. Hopefully we can get some more. If not, I've got 3 junk targets, so that was good. Hey guys, we've got a target just here. I'll plug the external in, give you guys a listen. Very responsive. Okay, so we'll just walk into that, same as the last time. So just the Coiltek sticker, what's left of it, just watch. So it's roughly where that, if you can see that little patch of moss on the ground, it's roughly there. And then we'll come across this way. Yeah, just a little rust ball. Just a little rust ball there. I'll just clean that back on there and keep going and see if we can get any more targets. Hey guys, so I reckon I've got another target just here. Yeah, pretty hard one to find, this one. So I'll just come up into it. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Some sort of wedge. Rock splitter maybe. Hey guys, me again. Just thought I'd show you guys that. That's just an old 22 lead. And that was right in front of that last target, that little steel wedge that we found. So always pays to get the big ones out and check. So hey guys, we've got another target just down here. I'll plug in the external and give you guys a listen, and then we'll get it out. It's on a bit of an angle, so I'm going to have to sit you guys up. What's in this? Ah, sitting right there. Kinder surprise on the side. I'll just move that away from the coil up here. You can see it right in there, that bullet. Just sitting in here. Beautiful. Oh, that was cool. Alright, just keep going. Hey guys, we've got another target here in the ground. I'll just give you guys a listen. We'll just walk into that. So if you watch the front of the coil, and then we'll come across this way. So if we draw an X on there, that's roughly there. And we'll come across this way. Alright, I'll just sit you guys. I'll do this different because I've got a hole next to me. Alright, we'll give that a scrape up and have a listen. Big chunky quartz, that one. Alright, just plug this in. Okay, that's a nice sound, that. Real responsive and just a solid sound. Just gotta watch out because of this big hole next to me. Watch out these don't tumble down it. Alright, she's still in there, that's good. Say that'll be out in this one because of that response. That's out about 3 inches, nothing special. Okay guys, definitely out. Alright, she's in there. I've got a good feeling about this because of this material. Oh, did you hear that? That's gold, guys. That's a piece of gold. That's a nice little piece of gold, that. Sitting just in the front there. Just there. Go, beautiful. Give that a clean up and we'll check it out. Oh, it's a real sharp little bit too. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, that's good. That's the second piece for today. Been getting a lot of targets. A couple of nice sounding bits of lead, and that's about it. Sun's almost down, so I'll just keep going. Probably got another half an hour left, and we'll see if we can get some more. Hey guys, we've got another target here. I'll just go over that. So we'll just come in on the coil. So right on the Coiltek sticker. Yeah, check out the angle of the ground that I'm working on. Plus, look at that. All those tree roots. So annoying. Alright, somewhere here. I feel like there's going to be a piece of lead. All that way for lead. In the hand. Still in the hand. Oh, I seen a little square piece. It looked like rust. I reckon I heard something heavy. You listen, I can't see it. Hear that? That's it right there. I reckon that's gold. I can't see it yet. It's heavy though. Did you hear that? Okay. See, I can't see it. I can't see any gold on there. But I know it's heavy. Alright, let's give it a clean up. Wow, what was that? That was about 8 inches down, that one. Alright, let's clean that up. That's why it's so dirty, because of the depth. You're joking. You're joking me. That's a piece of lead. I'm sure it is. That's, yeah, because it's so dirty. Let me just, yeah, that's a piece of lead, guys. I'll give it a scratch up. You can tell because of the oxidation on it. There we go. Oh, well, that was pretty cool. That was just a perfect target, that one. Just over there is where we got that last little piece of gold, and then I just worked across that way, across to here. I'll show you this target response. Alright, we'll dig that up and get it out and see what it is. I'll just move you guys up a bit there. That should be alright. I'm just going to dig this one straight out because I know what material I'm going into. It's just material that's been pulled up out of that hole. So still in there. Bloody tough ground there. Still in there, wow. bit, I think. It's a weird signal response, that. Weird signal response. Your hand. Oh, that's gold. Did you hear that little noise? Oh, that's gold, guys. I'll bring this over and we'll check that out. Right there in the front. It's like a perfect little ball. Oh, that's cool. There it is. Let's get it and clean it up. Oh, that won't take much to clean, it's just so smooth. There it is. Beautiful. Got a little bit of weight because it's a solid little ball. Is that the right words to use on YouTube? Solid little ball? Yeah, I should be alright. Well, I'll stick that in the container. Clean that hole back in. Hey guys, so we've got the gold monster out and it's hit its first gold tug. 3 inches deep. That's it just there. Beautiful little piece. Hey guys, that's me done for the day. So I'll post up some weights and the images of those at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. And I will talk to you guys all next time. Thanks for watching. See ya.